All right, everybody. This is Trey Station. Welcome to my channel. I was recently asked about the builds I use for Tier 10 escalations. And honestly, it's the first time I've done this, so I have to bear with me. Never done a build video before. But honestly, this build is three different variations, but the one I just use to do a solo Tier 10 Lincoln Memorial looks like this. It's MK46 with Frenzy. But I went different than usual. Of course, I have Echo as the augment, LMG damage target out of cover, but I also have mag size, which gives me 185 rounds. And honestly, I just did that tier 10 and 185 rounds, excuse me, felt better than the 150 that you usually get, or even the 204, thanks to the seasonal modifiers. What I have on here, I have a 10% crit hit damage scope. I have a 35 round pouch, 10% crit hit damage grip, and I have an accuracy mod. That's just my play style. No big, choose whichever you choose, whatever you want. Secondary, I use the Scorpio just in case enemies get close to me. I can put some extra damage on them, poison, disorient, and then I can switch back to my LMG. Or if they're low, I can switch to quick step, or you just finish them off with the Scorpio. Um, I also have the Hollow Man Echo, as you can see, with the crit hit damage mod. And the build is a force piece striker. You see on my chest piece, echoes all over this build. Holster. Notice my holster and my chest piece are almost identical. Missing, what's that, 0.3% weapon damage, 0.1% crit chance. Then you look at my holster, I'm at 0.2% chance away from max chance. But the big part of this build is here. It's a Seska Vigilance backpack. I prototyped this maybe second or third week. Escalations was out, and I actually got lucky with a double stat, weapon damage, crit hit damage, and it also has a crit hit damage mod. Striker gloves, Echo. Striker knees, also Echo. Come over to the stats. You can see Echo, 18.6% double damage chance. And my stats, 56% crit hit chance, 134.8 damage. I mean, yes, technically, if I go here and switch this off and put a crit hit chance mod, 6134.8. But again, you know, anyone who prefers to use that, they can. I preferably use an accuracy mod. It's just my play style since I'm an LMG type player. The second part of this build that I also use looks like this, where it's a striker mask. As you can see, also Echo, striker chest piece, the holster, the Cheska Vigilance backpack. But the big difference here, overdog gloves. Uh, they're the team that I run with. They say there's a glitch, and overdogs are actually best in slot. Our runs are usually, depending on the mission, we do them in less than 20 minutes, give or take. You know, sometimes I wear the overdogs, sometimes I don't, depending on, where my mood is, and how aggressive we're being. I usually play it by ear, play it by sight. And then the last part of this build consists of it's the same striker mass, echo all over the build, but I also have contractor's gloves. I pulled these gloves when Petrov defense was at the art museum. I didn't even know I had them, and I tried them, and yeah, I if I'm going against Black Tusk, then I'll wear these because Black Tusk tends to be a lot tankier than other factions, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but again, that's just my opinion. So, against tankier enemies, I'll run the Contractor's gloves, and the damage output is noticeable, a difference. But mainly, this is my go-to. No matter what build, no matter what I'm doing, I usually just run this right here, and it helps out a lot against, with the team. You know, uh, depending on how aggressive we're being, you know, teammates they're usually running the shotgun striker build that has paradox all over it with the overdogs and salvo. I have a build with salvo and overdogs. I think I kind of got rid of it probably because I usually don't run the salvo on my builds. Yeah, it looks like I did get rid of it, but you know, I have it on the tipping, but I haven't ran tipping this season. But again, usually this here is my go-to build is the Hollow Man Seska Vigilance bag. Just cleared the tier 10. If any guys would like to know anything else, by all means, drop a comment. Let me know. Uh, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Train Station out.
Incoming backup request.